Hey, it's Mike with ADS. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at a helmet we just picked up from Hardhead Veterans and why you need a helmet for yourself. You know, maybe you're even sitting around the kitchen table and you're saying, ooh, you know, I got a night vision class coming up that I want to go to. I need some way to mount night vision goggles to it and my hearing protection. And I'm looking at OpsCore and Team Wendy and Hardhead Veterans and all these companies and going, I'm going to be spending over $1,000 to $2,000 for a helmet. And then your wife might be sitting there biting her nails going, why do you need that in any way, shape, or form? So why did we pick up a Hardhead Veterans helmet? Now, Hardhead Veterans in the past has come under a little bit of scrutiny because they were manufacturing some of their helmets, their earlier Gen 2s and before, in China and using Chinese materials. And some of that was subpar material. But then they started coming out with their Gen 3s and the ATE Lite, and they moved production down to Sweetwater, Texas. And that was one of the first things, like, okay, I want to give these guys a chance on this. And it also happened on Black Friday. My wife and I were literally in the kitchen talking about gifts and everything and shopping for each other and for various family members. And popping into our email was Hardhead Veterans with a deal, 50% off their blemished helmets. And I've heard in the past these things have gone absolutely fast, and sure enough, they did. Within 19 minutes or so, really quick, their mediums were completely sold out. So fortunately, I have a bigger nugget, and we actually picked up a large. Now, also coming with it, since they use a 2-pad system on the inside of the helmet, came with our extra set of pads, all the Velcro dots to actually install it, and additional Velcro pieces for the inside of the helmet to make sure that your padding on the inside stays attached. And because I got it on Black Friday, you know, they threw in a hat and we got our patch. So really appreciate that. Thanks, thanks to the guys at Hardheaded Veterans. What do you think? Will this work? Are you incognito? Are you Tactikitty? So now that we've kind of taken a look on the contents on the inside of the box, let me show you exactly how to actually install their padding system. Now, this is a 2-layer padding system where it comes initially installed, as you've seen, with a thin layer of pads, and we're actually going to place some Velcro dots on the inside of this. Now, each one of these Velcro dots, we'll place one of these Velcro dots on each of key structural points inside the helmet along the initial pads, which will then allow us to place in the second set of pads on the inside. Now, that second set of pads that comes with 2, as I showed you in the box. One set is for thinner, if in case you have a larger nugget like mine, and one is a little bit thicker just in case you have a smaller nugget. Now that we have the pads installed, that's not the only option they have. Hardhead Veterans does have a whole host of other accoutrements that you can get for your helmet. They have a front plate that you can put on this, which will up your ballistic protection from the front. That'll protect you from 7.62 by 39 and M855 green tip at 62 grains. Now, with the padding, one option you can actually go with, it's a little pricier, but it is something that Hardhead Veterans features, is this micro lattice system that they have on the inside of the helmet. And it is this honeycomb system of polymer strands, thinner at the top and then thicker down as you get to the bottom to help distribute weight and comfort to your head. Now, why should you get a helmet for your kit? And heck, that's even my wife's first question to myself was, why do you need a helmet at all? Okay, so guys, listen up. This is to help you so you can get your helmet. But honestly, there's some facts in this, okay? Helmets are a crucial part of that, of your kit, your battle rattle, okay? And not only is it going to be important for stopping bullets and fragmentation, protecting your head, and not that you're going to be running specifically into gunfire or anything like this, but helmets, as they've become more modular and we've moved away from things like the PAS GT, that was developed in the 70s, that was the personal armor system for ground troops, that was later replaced by the ACH. That's what I wore, the Advanced Combat Helmet, when I was in EOD back in 2003. We've gone to these high-cut, fast helmets with a lot of modularity to them. Not only do we have all the Velcro on the back that will allow us to attach battery packs and to allow for cable management, but we have our M-LOK rails as well, and that's going to allow attachment for communications equipment and our hearing protection. But importantly, you know, those that own the Night can see in the dark. And so we have our night vision mounts on the top of this as well. And balancing all that is going to help save also, not only protect your head from damage from ballistic threats, but also protect your neck. That's going to be crucial. Lighter helmets are going to do more for your vertebrae in the long run. I have many friends in the EOD community from just doing extended operations, and some of them have vertebrae issues and neck issues, and some have even had to have surgery just because of the amount of weight that we would have on our head and thus pulling down and on our neck and damaging our vertebrae. Now, we had picked this up on a Black Friday sale, And when you're going to go look at these, getting a helmet, looking at Team Wendy and Ops Corps hardhead veterans, you're looking at spending over $1,000, especially if you want a really nice high quality one. You could be pushing $2,000 for these helmets. But do it smart and do it intelligently. Don't break the bank and hurt yourself financially over a piece of kit. I want you to have your piece of kit. Round out your kit, your gear, and have that all ready, certainly, okay? But, get on these emailing lists. It's not going to hurt to do so, and, they're going to keep you up to date when they have sales and deals, okay? And don't forget, you got Black Friday, you have Veterans Day, you have Labor Day, Memorial Day, the 4th of July. A lot of these companies, especially because they're very pro-military, pro-veteran, and pro-citizen, typically, we're going to have deals around all of these holidays. All right, so besides hardhead veterans, what kind of helmets are you guys using? What deals have you guys found? Throw it down in the comments below. Kind of share, with the community, the things that you're buying for your kit. And you know what, husbands? Now you have a video that you can take to your wife and tell her, hey, I did my research. Check out this video and what this talking face on the YouTube says. So, that's ultimately why we went with hardhead veterans. They moved their production line down to Sweetwater, Texas, and we wanted to give them a try. But we're not sponsored by hardhead veterans in any way, shape, or form. We just saw the deal and figured, hey, let's give them a try. Let's see how their gear works out for us. But there's lots of other companies out there that, we mentioned earlier in the video, Ops Corps, Team Wendy, I think Tier Tactical does a helmet line as well. And ultimately, do a little bit of research for yourself as well. And, like I said, mark down below, throw it in the comments. What gear are you guys using yourselves? And ultimately, what I want you to do is be prepared, not scared in the end. If you like the channel, like and subscribe down below. And hey, share this with your wife.